There's actually two things that's gonna suck in this video. Hopefully not for you, but for me at least, there is two things, but we'll get to them. Hello brothers and sisters, my name is Daidarius and welcome to my manga haul of July 2023. We have now taken a hold of the second half of this year, so there's a lot to get excited about, but for now let's just focus on the manga that I bought in July. It's not a lot, but it at least is some exciting interest. Let's get to it. And first off, we have Pokemon Adventures Black and White Volume 5. Now, this is actually gonna be the first thing that's gonna suck in this video, at least for me. I am making fast pace on collecting Black and White, which is a good thing because I want to be caught up completely next year. However, I have just looked online and it turns out that Volume 6 is out of stock right now. All the other volumes are in stock, you can get them, but Volume 6 of Black and White is not. So I have made the executive decision of continuing collecting Black and White and then omitting Volume 6 for now. So I'm not gonna be in a similar situation later when they finally reprint it and then start collecting from there, and then I'm gonna miss out on another volume. So I'm just gonna continue collecting, which means next month should include Volume 7, and then as soon as Volume 6 get back in stock, I'm of course gonna buy it. But it also means that I'm not gonna be able to read Black and White yet, because I want to read all of it, and missing Volume 6 is just not gonna do it for me. It sucks, I know, at least for me it sucks, because I hate unfinished collections of series. I've tried it before. I was lucky with Sundame, I was not lucky with Uber Blood. So hopefully, I'm pretty sure this is just gonna be a temporary setback. But anywho, Volume 5 I'm making quick haste. Except from Volume 6, there's only 9 volumes in total, so I am soon almost done with Black and White, which is awesome because then I get to Black and White too, and then X and Y, which is the current series. But yes, Pokemon Black and White, I have nothing more to say about it except that I just hate that the situation is that I'm missing Volume 6. Anyway, I'm not gonna dwell on it. Let's just move on to some more fun things, which would be Mashle, Magic and Muscles Volume 12. Now, the thing is that Mashle has concluded. It concluded earlier this year. So Mashle is done, it is finished, it is over, and I think it's gonna be 18 volumes in total. Otherwise, it's 18 volumes that's out right now, and it's gonna be 19 volumes in total. Point is that next year we should be done with Mashle. We should get the last volume of Mashle next year, at the end of next year, which is awesome because that is then gonna be another series that I'm finally gonna complete totally. So, I mean, it's gonna be a short series, but at least what I've read of it, which is the first 10 volumes, is freaking awesome and it is hilarious. So if you are looking for a fun action manga which has nothing too deep, but still values, you know, the usual things like friendship and fun and food, then this is one for you at least. But yeah, Mashle, I'm looking very much forward to see how it's gonna end. I'm pretty sure I know how it's gonna end. Given the premise, I'm pretty sure it's just gonna deliver on the premise and that is it, no surprises there. But I have not read the rest of Mashle. I'm actually just gonna continue reading it in the physical format. I only have a few volumes left. Again, we're gonna get to the other things that sucks about it, but anywho, let's keep going. And next up we have Soul Eater the Perfect Edition Volume 11. There's only 7 volumes to go, and then we have all of Soul Eater in the Perfect Edition. I can't wrap my head around that we're already halfway through. I think, to me at least, it feels like this is moving on a lot quicker than the Full Metal editions. And probably that's because that I was looking so much forward to completing Full Metal editions compared to this one. Not that I'm looking forward to this one, but just that I'm a big fan of Full Metal Alchemist. I mean, otherwise, why would I have scars tattooed on my arm? I mean, of course, I'm a bigger fan of that, but this is also a great series. I'm looking very much forward to reading the rest of it, and I'm also hoping that the Soul Eater Nut is gonna get the Perfect Edition, because it had the Perfect Edition equivalent in Japan. So I hope that we're gonna get that as well. But yeah, Soul Eater, the Perfect Edition. Only 7 more volumes to go, which, I mean, we're not gonna get done with it next year, but halfway through 2025 should wrap it up. And next up we have Alice in Borderland Volume 2, and let me just turn it upside down so they're actually holding it correctly. I'm sorry for that, you're just reading Alice Borderland. I'm keeping it in. So this is volume 2. I think volume 7 just landed, so I'm a bit behind, but on my list I'm only planning on getting up to volume 6, which should be possible, hopefully. Again, it should be Squid Game, the manga, but it came before Squid Game. But anyways, I'm looking very much forward to diving into this because I love Squid Game. Or more in general, I love these Battle Royale-esque stories. Like, you know, Battle Royale and Hunger Games and Squid Game, and hopefully also Alice in Borderland. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep getting them because I love that premise, and hopefully also I'm gonna love this series. Rarely I do buy series. I don't really think I have bought a series yet that I, you know, regretted buying, even though I haven't read it beforehand. I'm usually quite good at noticing and guessing what I'm gonna enjoy from a manga's perspective when I buy it and I haven't read it. Anywho, I only have one more volume to go, so this is gonna be a small haul, but there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not gonna take too much of your time, but let's get to it. And that is Blade of the Immortal, the Deluxe Edition, Volume 9. We are almost done. We only have one more volume to go, and then we will have all of Blade of the Immortal. That is insane, because the first manga haul I did where I live right now had the first volume of the Blade of the Immortal, and now we're almost done with it. It's taking its sweet ass time considering the omnibuses already exist, the content is the same, they have had to do nothing except bigger pages, a new form factor, and that's it. That's really it. Why should it take so long? Don't tell me it's part of the hype. You gotta release one every 3 months. Anywho, I'm not gonna dwell too much on it. But it is such a great series. I'm looking very much forward to completing it. And that's gonna be the second deluxe edition I'm actually gonna be able to complete. I did think earlier this year that I was completed with Berserk, but we're gonna get a 14th volume. And then afterwards, we are gonna get Trigon and deluxe editions. And I'm hoping when you've wrapped up Blade of the Immortal that the next one they're gonna do is gonna be Gans. Because there's 12 volumes of those, so it's gonna take it's gonna take 3 years to come out. But anywho, yeah. So stoked about Blade of the Immortal. I'm only missing one more volume, and especially since they are as expensive as they are, it's gonna be nice to be done with it. Not that I have anything against collecting it, it's just gonna be room for other series. For example, that is it I have for this manga haul, which is, I mean, it's not a lot, it's like what? It's 5 volumes. I was supposed to have one more, but it hadn't arrived yet. And I have wrote Blackwell about it, like, where's my manga? And I'm waiting for their response, but missing a volume, which is the second part that sucks in this video. Missing a volume from an already small haul just sucks. Not only as a collector, but also as a content creator, because that means I have less to show you, unfortunately. But I'm not gonna drag this out. What does your manga haul look like? And are you psyched about the end of Blade of the Immortal, the deluxe editions, or are you just sticking to the omnibuses, or are you a badass and have the singles? I mean, that is pretty badass if you have. Comment below with your thoughts, and as always, until I see you in the next video, just remember to stay awesome. Alright, see ya.